Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are playing early access of the latest Tarkir set, Dragonstorm. It's coming out next week. Thanks to Wizards, we get to play it a little bit earlier on the client. We're trying out a bunch of stuff in standard best of one today in a streamer event. We've played Mono Red Dragons, we played Teamer Dragon Assault. Those videos will be up on the YouTube. And today we're going to be playing a Mardu kind of aggro pseudo reanimator blink token-esque theme. So Mardu Siegebreaker, 4 mana, 4/4, Death Touch Haste. When it enters, you exile up to one other target creature you control till it leaves the battlefield. And then whenever it attacks, for each opponent, you create a tapped copy of it. You sack it at the end step. What I really want to do is make copies of Rot-Curse Rakshasa, 2 mana, 5/5 trample. It's got a downside of decay where it's normally sacrificing. You can renew it from the graveyard, meaning you can exile it from the graveyard. You put a decay counter on it for on up to each X creatures, so you basically make your opponent's creatures get the decay. But what I want to do is Mardu Siegebreaker, cheat this out, and then with Elspeth, the new Elspeth has got a static whenever one or more tokens be created, twice that many get created instead. So what if we just make 2 of them? So kind of a cool synergy there. Elspeth makes tokens, gives them flying, and can be removal as well. So we're filling our yard because we also have the ability with Alesha to bring stuff back. When we attack, we put counters, we can bring things back. So Overlord does that. We have Fear. The Split Skin Doll can either be a looter, just a card advantage engine. We also have another new card in Tursa, Light Shatter. Kind of the red Cure from like the last set. Cares about 7 cards in your graveyard, 7 or more threshold. So when it enters, discard up to 2 cards, draw that many. And then if there's 7 or more cards, when it attacks, exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play that card this turn. Then I just have some 1-drops. Trying out, I don't know if these are the best ones, but this one's evasive, start your engines kind of nonsense, which is okay. And then it could get double strike, but it's just more of a harder to block 1-drop that plays nicely with Alesha. And then Stadium Headliner lets us mobilize, so we get tokens whenever we attack, and then we could sacrifice it. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. So let's get into the queue, see how this deck plays out, and have some fun. So with this deck, we really want to just see overall, how consistent is it? Do we get the kind of combo off? I'm really curious with this Demon, just being a 5/5. It's kind of like a Burst Lightning style effect, so curious to see if it actually works out like that, or if it's just kind of flash in the pan, not that great. So we are in the streamer event, so it's a smaller amount of folks who are on the client. The games do take a little bit longer to find, but we are looking to queue in now. The intent is to try out as many new cards as possible, whether it be around a theme or stuff like that. But we will give it a go and see how it plays out. Yeah, let's keep. We can Overlord on too. Engines have begun. Delmo, Italian streamer. Okay, so scry 2 and tap kind of mana fix for Mardu here. Engined up. Nice. Nice. Really cool. Very fun. Okay, well, we did hit that, which is pretty nice. Okay, we got cut down. That's actually fine because we can just pick it up. But we did hit Alesha here, so I will take Alesha. Other one here. So just need to attack here. Yikes. So this cares with CMC. Mana value less than or equal. Bit of an awkward hit, but the Menace, like, this is why I wanted these. Like, normally we wouldn't have been able to attack into any of these situations profitably. That is a nice combo. And that's just not going to work for us. So, obviously, hitting 4 lands and then not hitting anything for Alesha, other than the things, is a little unlucky. So, he was doing it more of a scam style, which is an interesting approach to it. Sets up the Surveil. That could be another reasonable option, but I want it to be a little bit more aggressive. We have a lot of ways to loot through the deck, get that value. We got Best of One. The old Overlord mill 4. Then just not hitting the untapped land, which is kind of annoying because we hit the untapped land and maybe we get a little bit better, but the thing is they were gonna just hit us for another 7 afterwards there, and as an aggro deck trying to outpace 14-point life swing every turn, it's gonna be tough. Going to be tough. Alright. Try this again. Probably lead on Burnout into Overlord and then play that on 3. We're really good at just drawing these. Got Dredgers. So DC here. It's basically like a birthing pod style effect. Just in case if we miss, I think I'm gonna do this because I do want to hit a land. I just want to curve into Elspeth here. And then that gives me the potential next turn to... Oh, come on! What are the chances? Plays a graveyard deck immediately. Immediately runs into a Scavenging Goose. Not attacking here. We have the Menace, so they can't. They can eat something, so they'll gain double life here. So it was actually good that we played it that way because we again missed with our Overlord. Well, we've lost. Each one of these represents 3 life and a token. And then Overlord will come down, so... I think we're gonna do this. Try to hit Elspeth, maybe. Which we will. They do here, so they only get the ability from their graveyard. I can potentially get them. You can play that card. I mean, we can just keep spamming Elspeth's tokens for a while. Until we can go wide enough to potentially get them. Like once my Overlord flips, but then this has reach. Okay, now they They won.
They'll talk about this fight for centuries. It's not
This lets them all tap, so basically they just keep eating away at their graveyard. This can sack and get stuff. Problem is I can't really concede here, but our overlords have done a terrible job of actually getting us going. I think we need to go up the full Alesha. So haven't seen any other new cards out of them. Each of these generates problem is if it was maybe not for the life gain, we could do something, but with the life gain, with everything else, it's just going to be too difficult to actually do anything. Because we would get the extra combat. I can deal 6 that way. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can mobilize a couple times, but you done? Oh my god, this deck's so boring to play against. Because it's just like, do they get it in time or do you interact, right? And then once they get going, it's just not the fastest. Too late on that one. So, a little bit awkward. The Scavenging Ooze when you're playing a graveyard deck, them going wider and then also gaining the life is going to outpace you. I do think we do want to see Alesha as much as possible. So let's try that. Again, just a little bit awkward of just flipping your stuff. We're not necessarily like full synergy, but we haven't had a great curve out that wasn't met with just opponent sticking our teeth in. The other line is we try like the Steel Seraph like scam package. We'll try this. Nice curve. No matter how many cards we play, we always draw Burnout into Overlord. Obviously, we're going to hit 4 lands now. Only 1. We'll take that. It might have been right to decline there. So they're playing this, be like on Oculus stuff. We just need to get an attack here. They have a blink maybe. They can copy it, so it might be the Jeskai 3-drop. When you cast it, you copy it, you cast it for Bottomless Pool, and then you cast the other side. I mean, this tempo's annoying. Come on! What is this? One day I will draw anything other than Burnout Bashtronaut. Once again. Honestly, if it wasn't for like the Storm Chasers just bouncing, they're not really progressing their board, but... Mentor... They'd have to trade their board, or at least their mentor. Alesha would have the first strike. I think I'm fine here. Alesha will get me back. Do this. Gets me back FOMO. I think we're split skin dolling here. The tap land, which is a bit annoying. I wanted to get the Mardu out. Second mentor. Your last card, friend. So here, go to attacks. I'm doing this because if they have an effect, which they do. Ooh, big whiff. So they're playing the Jeskai way to just get some cards. We just didn't want to risk the Alesha there. I think we bin both of these. We get back split skin. And now we can give the Overlord extra combats potentially. We have Tursa here. We have Mardu Siegebreaker. The Siegebreaker can make a copy of Overlord of the Balemurk. Good sign. I can make an copy of Overlord. I get extra combats with this. Force them into some bad blocks. I should have waited to see what we hit off that. So let's exile the Overlord. Do that. Get back Elspeth for next turn, and then we just get flying. As we hit it, hit this. Boom, yeah. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. We did the thing. We need a way to get Alesha a little bit bigger. Oh, so you get extra copies? We'll take Rot-Curse. I'm just gonna mill out. That's sweet. That's sweet. So just extra Overlords. Now they're tapped and attacking, so you don't get the fear of missing out ability. Worth noting. Okay, when Alesha's going, that's sweet. We may want, instead of the mobilize one drop, to just mind you, it's pretty good removal because then you can get it back with Alesha, so it's like a creature that then gets back. All right, we're gonna see if these are any good. We got good lands. We can get it back with Tursa. Here's my demon. Temporary lockdown. Not cool, opponent. Not cool. The other line was Tursa. Get that back, but I figure Tursa is a good post wipe. Because now we just get it back, which is a really nice interaction. Try to see what they're potentially. We see the Mystics Monastery, the OG Triland, Elspeth. I think I'm gonna hold this because it's like the weakest of it. There's a token. Whenever this attacks, create a tapped and attacking warrior token. Should let me target there. And then Alesha lets me get back my Rakshasa. Okay. This is sick. Don't mind if I do. Value. They lock down. I just Tursa. Sick. Got there. Let's do one more with this. Yeah, I think the Alesha is the engine of the deck. I think you have to play 4. You have enough ways to loot anyways if you get extra copies, and it's basically a must answer anyways, so you're usually happy to see it. Liking the feel of that. Gives you like quick damage. The Rakshasa hits pretty hard. I don't know how good it is just yet, like when you're not bringing it back. Playing Kibler again. They were on 5-color Legends earlier. No 1-drop here. Split Skin's a little weak. We'll get rid of a Burst Lightning. So usually you want to just net a card here. Let's do this. Do that. No. Not cool. Not cool. Here. You take a turn for Shield Breaker. Try to get it into Elspeth. Guess the... No, why did it tap my red? So we get back you. I think we're just gonna do this. Poke for 2. If we get a land, it's good. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. Mana value 3 or greater. So we'll attack here, discard the Rakshasa. We can trade. Really wanted to hit a land there. Because we needed basically 2 lands. Oh, we'll gladly take that. Just loot more through the deck. Perfect. We'll take that. Happy with that exchange. Because now I have this, I can get back Rakshasa. I can also get back the loot. Without the trample, I can also just jam Elspeth. Elspeth pluses. They were playing Annie joins up, so it also gets around Annie. Probably lead on Elspeth just to make more tokens. Okay, change of plan. We will not be playing Elspeth. Beginning of your first main, put a counter on it. Then if it has an odd counter, draw 2 cards. How do we want to do this? Put a counter so it goes to 7. I put this up to 6. I block 2. It goes to 1. I attack back. Honestly, I think I have to just do distraction here. I can't beat this card.
The multiverse. Our ranks grow.
Oh, I'm dumb. I could have just destroyed it. What am I doing? Oh, no, wait, it's indestructible. Never mind. Take it back. This is destroy. I don't think we can ever beat this. The fact they just get to refill their hand. Verona's just curating their draw for them. Deck's certainly done cool thing. Realistically, like any other creature would have been okay. They could sack the Hajar. Which I think if I look at my lines, I have to just do it as though they sack Hajar. Not getting a better line there. Don't. Make tokens equal to its power. Do that. I think we just try to set them up with the second Elspeth. Oh, this can't attack unless it's even counters. Never actually played against that card.
I welcome all allies.
So we're gonna just try to surprise them with the second copy. Because we can give flying Anthem the team, give flying Anthem the team. Depending on how they block here, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the counter, 10, 11, 12. So 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yeah, second Elspeth could do it. But I think we just let the damage go through this Elspeth and then try to kill him on the crackback. Then this also can be removal afterwards. So this can attack this turn. This draws cards when stuff gets targeted. Okay, so we have Annie come down. Kind of annoying. Block with 2. That means they have to sack Hajar. Okay, let's see what we can do. See what we can do. Or they just have another fight effect. If they have the other fight, then I can't really do much. We can actually decay their board. Okay, that's fine. Are they dead though? What's their last card? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just a little short. So I think in that case, this can attack next turn. I make 2 more tokens, I attack for 4. They don't actually have lethal. Because I just don't want him to draw cards.
There's a bright future. Join the fight.
Okay, the Overlord comes back. They have a couple loots available. They just have another fight. If they didn't have the Surik, I would definitely have done the Decay line, but with the Surik, it's basically them drawing 4. That triggers twice, so now they're at even, so they can attack. Does make it worse. Does this just give indestructible? They're drawing like so much through their deck though. Very high likelihood they find. So yeah, the decay line might have been right there. Just because it forces them that they can't attack or block. We might still have that line.
I must retreat.
They've just drawn all 4 of them. 2, 3. We've drawn 3 of them. The Elspeth was kind of our game plan. Can't really do much here. Draw out. You decay. That might have been the way we try to win. So I think what we do... Decay counter. This creature can't block when it attacks. Sacrifice it at end step. So I need to survive. So my game plan now is to try to mill them out. The lands would be good. So right now I can do it for 4. So they would draw 8 cards. I might also be able to get rid of all their blockers. A wild game. I just have to make sure I don't die. This Rona's drawn like 15 cards, it feels like. $16. $15. What else you got? The stupid frog has just been such a pain in the ass. Interesting game. The land lets me do it. Okay. The Annie comes in. Get counters. Kills my Overlord. $13. This Animus, that instant speed? Sorcery. Do it for 3. Do it for 4. They draw 8. I know that it gets countered there. I don't think I have a choice, but they have 20 power there coming in, plus the trample. Get extra attacks in. Okay, so we do this. Draw, they draw, they draw, they draw. Just gotta try to survive. think we're going to be just short here. So we're 2 cards. 2 cards away. I think they just need to attack here. We had one more. If our land was an untapped land, or the turn where we feared, we should have just focused on Rakshasa. I know we changed our approach to winning that turn. If they accidentally draw cards. This is a sweet game, nonetheless. Just pivoting from being like the aggressive deck to trying to get them the other way. When they have giant armies and the Animus might... Should give them enough there. And the annoying thing too is because everything draws them 2. And they're at 2. If they're at 1, we're okay. We are literally 1 card off from beating them. So close. So close, so close, so close. These all have trample, so couldn't soak up enough damage. They had 17, we blocked there. 16, don't think push through enough there. So tilting! Alright, that was a good one, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.